we we were about 8 feet away from where it happened. We saw it all happen, and I'm just really thankful that we hadn't left 2 minutes earlier.
Oh my goodness me! I mean, you must be, I suspect, on the verge, if not in a state of shock. Could you bear to share with us what you saw?
Yes, I'm running on adrenaline at the moment, so everything's coming out quite fast. So we arrived at lunchtime today. I've never been to Berlin before, first holiday, and we decided to wander down to the Christmas market and partake in some of the mulled wine and whatever else was on offer. And we sat and we were drinking, and very luckily I broke my leg a few years ago and have to sit down for a lot longer than I would normally. My friend said, let's go, and I said, well, give me 2 minutes. And then we heard a really loud bang, and saw some of the Christmas lights to our left starting to be pulled down, and then we saw the articulated vehicle going through people and through the stalls and just pulling everything down, and then everything went dark. So it was very difficult to be there.
Oh my goodness me! And in the confusion, Emma, do you know what happened to you in the sense that how you avoided that truck, or was it just all a blur?
So we were very, very lucky in that we had gone into there's like little booths around the stalls where you can go and sit, and we'd gone up a couple of stairs to go and sit in one of those. But had we been down the stairs, stood next to the stall, we probably would have been caught up in it.
And did you see people running? Did you hear people shouting?
Yeah, there was lots of screaming. There were lots of people yelling. So the stall that we bought our mulled wine from was completely crushed, and there were people tearing off the wooden panels to get the people out. Luckily, everyone in there was pulled out. But as we walked, we just wanted to get back to the hotel as quickly as possible. We just didn't want to stay because we didn't know if something else was going to happen or whether we just didn't know. We just didn't know. And we saw people, and we just had to kind of steel our eyes and just walk through. And I wanted to stop and help, but we just wanted to make sure that we were safe, firstly.
Absolutely. Did you see the truck come to a halt?
No, it was still going at a speed when it passed us. And the first thing I did was call my mum. I just got my phone out because I knew it would be all over the news, and I just had to call her. So we didn't see it come to a stop because my first thought was obviously for myself, really selfishly, but it was something that needed to be done.
How long ago did it happen?
We've been back here about 45 minutes, an hour.
Well, I mean, you definitely need to, I don't know what the situation is. I mean, well, we do know what the situation is. We can see how confused it all is. And obviously the immediate concerns are for those that have been hurt physically in the attack. But thank you very much indeed for talking to us. Just one last question about this, Emma, if you can bear it, and do tell me if you don't want to talk to us anymore, because I fully understand what you've been through and the situation that you must be in. But did you get a sense of the speed that this was travelling at, of the fact that it looked like it was a deliberate act?
It wasn't an accident. It was going 40 miles an hour. It was the middle of the market. There are two main roads either side of a square, which is the market. This was the middle of the market. There is no way that it could have come off the road, and it showed no signs of slowing down.
Was there any sign while you were there before it happened of increased security, of any security around the market?
No, I mean, it was just a normal Christmas market, something that you may go to in London or Birmingham. It was just a really festive evening with lots of Christmas music, Christmas lights. We were taking photographs. It was jolly, and that's what makes it more terrifying, is that something like this can happen smack bang in the middle of, a tourist Christmas holiday.
Was it packed? Sorry, Emma, I'm not sure you heard me. Were there a lot of people there?
There were a lot of people. There were lots and lots of people. This is Monday evening. People have finished work. There were tourists there who will have flown in today, who will have been here a couple of days. We actually passed some UK tourists as we were walking back to our hotel and heard them saying they were going to the Christmas market. So we stopped them and said, please don't go. This is what's happened. Call your families, tell them that you're safe. So there were lots and lots of people there.
Did you see, as you were leaving and as you described to us, you were quite rightly concerned for your own safety. Did you see emergency services? Did you see police, ambulances and others start to arrive?
Police were there very, very quickly. The first ambulances hadn't arrived by the time we were looking to leave. But we were in the thick of it as it happened. We walked past very injured people. But the police were there very quickly. But we're on the street. Our hotel is on the street where the Christmas market is. So we've been hearing emergency services up and down our street over the past hour. And
Emma, any sense of what you're going to do now, or haven't you really managed to let it all sink in to get your thoughts together?
I think I'm running on adrenaline at the moment, and I don't think I'll be going to sleep anytime soon. But the thing is, we can't say for definite whether this was deliberate, it certainly looks like it from our point of view, but you never know. But whatever happens, if it was deliberate, we can't let that ruin everything else. So I think that at some point we will go out tomorrow and we will carry on, because that's what we have to do to make sure that people who do things like this deliberately don't win.